Greetings, Culturians, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we have to talk about Jared Leto and the fact that not only is he in the files, he's been super creepy for a very long time. And we have a couple of stories we've got to dive into right now, so stick with us and stick around to the end, because you won't believe how young some of these people were. Here we go. Now, before we get started, just a real quick reminder. I'm trying to get to 50K, and with your help, I can. A lot of you have already subscribed, or double check that you're still subscribed, and make sure that, well, you turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss anything. Turn on all notifications, hit the thumbs up button, and help out the channel, and I thank you. Let's jump into this story. This one coming to us from OK Magazine, which I'm unfamiliar with, but interesting source. They have a lot of interesting stories over there. And Jared Leto was praised in a very weird Jeffrey email, Island Boy himself, years before eccentric actor denied 9 girls' misconduct allegations that we're going to cover in just a couple of minutes. It's interesting that his name is found there, and I imagine more references to him will be found. It's not uncommon for Hollywood people to appear there. Just ask Karen Johnson, also known as Whoopi Goldberg. Regardless, in newly exposed emails with, again, Island Boy, and in the files themselves, included a message about Jared Leto, who has faced multiple misconduct allegations of an intimate nature against him. And on January 19 of 2015, a redacted name sent the disgraced financier an email that read, Jared Leto did very well. What about tomorrow's schedule? So social media users are reacting to his name appearing in the files, at Jeff's vacation location. And this is a very interesting post. While the message could have been someone praising one of the Oscar winners' roles or songs, countless social media users thought otherwise, especially due to the winky face emoji. Leto's past controversies and obviously Uncle Jeff's trafficking operations and assault scandal are not hidden from public view, at least not any longer. So it's not surprising he's a disgusting person who would align himself with other perpetrators, wrote an individual on X of Leto, while another penned that, is this finally going to sink him? I'm sick of him being cast in stuff, knowing who he is. He's a real freak. He has been abusing minors for decades now. Another open secret that nobody seems to care about. A third alleged, now that he's linked to Uncle Jeff, are people going to start paying attention? Leto was not mentioned in any other emails related to Island Boy's case and has not been accused of participating in as many crimes. But there's a lot of scandal to go around for Leto, and we'll look at the second story here, also from our friends over at OK Magazine, which I guess they repurposed somebody else's story, but creep Jared Leto accused by 9 women of predatory behavior when they were underage teens. And while this may not be surprising to many of you, it's disgusting to me. To be fair, Jared Leto has, never been somebody I saw as a leader in a franchise, and he recently proved that in the latest Tron movie. Not only that, his one DC experience and his one Marvel experience were both catastrophic failures. Regardless, the story reads, actor Jared Leto has been accused of inappropriate behavior with underage teens despite being aware of their ages. The allegations came to light after the Los Angeles-based DJ Ali Talese recently reshared a 2012 Facebook post to her Instagram story, leading a news outlet to investigate further and receive comments from alleged victims. The quote reading, "You're not really in LA until Jared Leto tries to force himself on you backstage. In a kilt and a snow hat," she wrote, "I was assaulted and traumatized by this creep when I was 17. Now, honestly, is anybody surprised? I'm not. This is the kind of guy that you would expect to have an interesting kind of approach to life when you have to consider that he was also been accused of running a cult. Interesting backstory, I would say. Talese went in to claim that Dallas Buyers Club actor knew she was underage but didn't care, adding what he did was predatory and terrifying and unacceptable. So Leto knew teens were underage at the time. And this has been a claim that's been made all the way back as far as I can remember in 2015. I had no idea about the 2012 accusation. Yet a second woman who remains anonymous claimed Leto made contact with her when she was 16 years old at the Earth Cafe in 2006 in California. Now, I'm unfamiliar with this establishment and this claim, but she stated that the House of Gucci actor was with his rumored girlfriend at the time, Ashley Olsen. The accuser alleged that Leto grabbed her arm as she walked to find a bathroom, with the quote saying, "I looked down and it was Jared Leto. We had a quick conversation and he got my number." Again, I am unsurprised. And we can continue on and on with all of these claims, and likely these people could testify if they were ever inspired to do so. And this might be the exact time that they gain some inspiration. Jared Leto's sexual conversations with accuser are being scrutinized at this point. The unknown alleged victim further claimed their phone conversations turned sexual, adding he'd ask things like, "Have you ever had a boyfriend? Have you ever performed and so on and so forth." Model Laura LaRue also came forward about an alleged experience she had with Leto when she was 16 years old in 2008. The actor was 36 years old at the time. LaRue explained what happened to the news outlet, saying she encountered the squad actor at an animal rights benefit at the time. He asked how old I was. I said, "I'm 16. How old are you?" the model claimed, before noting he still asked for her phone number despite knowing her age. Ooh. Yikes. LaRue shared with the outlet that she ended up visiting Leto's home in Los Angeles in April of 2009, and while there, she said he was allegedly flirting with her and adding he'd lean in close, then pull away like it was a game. Another woman claimed that around the same time, Leto's assistant approached her inside an 18 and older club where they requested her phone number to give to Leto. And wouldn't you know it, Jared Leto pulls out his private parts. My goodness. We ended up hooking up a little bit at the club, she said, adding that they hung out a few times at his house, but he was weird. Look, I know people are kinky, and that's fine, but his kind of kink, it just didn't feel right. Furthermore, another accuser, who was 18 years old at the time of her experience with Leto, claimed that when she went to his home, he suddenly pulled out his package and started making himself happy. There's not a lot of great ways to say these things, and in the middle of this story, I'm just going to say, would you be surprised? Let me ask you, is this kind of behavior something that is tolerated in Hollywood, or was it? We know all about the history of Uncle Harvey there in partnership with Disney. He was still getting away with a lot of couch activities with people who were just looking for jobs. We also know that there's a lot of people that were in contact with Uncle Jeffrey that were part of these kinds of behaviors. This was some kind of sick club, and fortunately, I wasn't in it, and neither were you, I would assume. But Jared Leto's reps and he himself are denying all these claims, which makes a lot of sense. The American Psycho star was additionally accused by another woman that when she was 18 years old, he would put on a show of really believing in her to lure her closer into their acquaintanceship, despite another accuser claiming everybody in LA knew about his inappropriate behavior with underage girls. Reps for Leto have strongly denied the claims of the actor being a predator. One of the things you don't want to be called in Hollywood, or anywhere else for that matter, is a predator, and that's understandable. Look, a lot of these are accusations. He's never been found guilty of anything that I'm aware of, but it doesn't look good in light of the recent revelations of an odd mention in an email. Why his name appears could be for any number of reasons, as Karen Johnson recently reported via The View that she was on the list, and she was on the list in reference to the use of a private plane that was owned by the island boy, that her people were trying to get her a free ride to a charity event for Julian Lennon's charity. Now, all of these things could be claimed to be unrelated to Jeffrey's activities, and that's quite possible. But with Jared Leto, maybe, just maybe, there's smoke where there's fire. In my opinion, we should be concerned. But what's your opinion? Let me know in the comments section below. Is this just another snipe hunt where people are out looking for others associated with Jeffrey as a way into having a conversation about inappropriate behavior in Hollywood? Is it possible that he committed some lewd acts with people who were underage? Is this similar to perhaps Krista Ilya being accused of soliciting photos from a 17-year-old girl? Or is this more in line with the more heinous crimes that we're finding out about Island Boy and the people he hung out with, like Bill Gates? Your answers are as good as mine. Just let me know what you think in the comments section below. As always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, we'll see ya. Just not near any of these freak shows.